Luke on Shaman TV here with Chris Millington. So a 2-1 win. What are your thoughts on the game?
I thought it was pretty straightforward actually. Most of it, I think. We came away from Forest Green when we played them at their place, and just a couple of sort of points to give it a bit of context. Youngest squad in the division. We're a lot of young players, and when we came away from there, we felt we'd put in a really good professional away performance and earned a good point. We'd made it really hard for them, and it was disappointing that maybe that wasn't recognised on the other side. So today we wanted to take it to them a bit more, and maybe show them that and show some other people that we're not just a team who will sit in and look to hit teams on the counter. We know the goal we scored away at Forest Green, by the way, 18 passes from our keeper up to the edge of their box before we put it in the net. So we've got a bit of quality about us, and then the first goal tonight, played it through the thirds. I don't know how many passes were involved, but we boxed it. We took it from one box to the other, and Zach scores a fantastic goal. So yeah, pleased, really pleased. I think mainly for the lads, because they don't get the credit they deserve, and you want certainly experienced people in the game to be able to recognise when young lads are hard-working, organised, effective, brave, and our lads are all of those things. So yeah, that makes it a little bit more pleasing, Luke.
Yeah, we'll just start elsewhere. Obviously didn't get a chance to see him tonight, but Lewis Lee signs on loan from Bromley for the rest of the season. What can you tell us about him?
Yeah. It didn't seem the right time to bring him on, because it was a little bit cut and thrust, and obviously the pitch is a difficult pitch to come and play on. Maybe not so hard for a team like Forest Green, who've got phenomenal resources, fantastic athletes. They've got some phenomenal players. You look across the bench, players like Harry Cardwell coming on, just outstanding athletes and better than the level, if the truth be told. So you can imagine for our lads who are young, still developing physically, still working hard and having to play on it week in, week out, what a challenge it can be playing on the pitch. And we didn't think it'd be fair for Lewis, having not trained with the squad yet, to be thrown in at that stage. Of course, if we'd have had to use him, we've got no fear of doing that, but because we didn't have to, we felt that other lads who are more familiar with the pitch and the atmosphere here, it would be right to bring them on.
Looking back to the game, obviously, as you said, a perfect start with Zach's goal and some great build-up play in there.
Yeah, brilliant build-up play again. There's not many teams who come here who can do what we do on that pitch. We're able to control possession for periods, and it's very, very difficult to do that. So the way we built up and worked the opportunity, and then Zach's finish. Let's remind ourselves, a 20-year-old striker in his first season in senior football. But looked every bit as good as anything Forest Green had. So very pleasing, and what a fantastic finish.
Yeah, had a few more chances for the rest of that first half, and Sam Johnson not really tested as well in the opening period.
No, he wasn't. The only threat they carried was offset pieces, which you'd expect him to when they've got giants like Innes and Quigley on the pitch. We've got Jack Jenkins at 5'8", 5'9". We've got Angelo Capello at 5'7", 5'8", and any number of players at 5'9", 5'10". You'd expect them to carry a bit of a threat off set pieces. We've got Flo Hottie marking in the box on set pieces. We've got Jack Jenkins and Luca Thomas doing a job for us defending set pieces. So it's expected that they're going to carry a threat in those moments. But I thought the lads dealt with it fantastically well, and on another day we could have come away with a clean sheet.
Things maybe a bit more even in the opening period of the second half, and of course got themselves back level with a good strike.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, it was a good finish. It became a bit open for that 5-minute period. Listen, the thing that Forest Green have been very good at this season is counter-attacks. They've scored 19 goals off counter-attacks so far this season, and you can see it quick, athletic, forward very quickly. And I thought we dealt with that threat very well for the majority of the game. But there was a 5-minute period just running up to them scoring where we could see we looked a bit open when they regained possession. They were punishing us straight through the middle, and that's where the goal came from. But listen, these lads are developing, and they've shown a real ability to put in a professional performance, getting pegged back against one of the real big hitters in the division. Let's have it right. when you look across the squad and the rumours of the money being spent there, then you know that you're up against one of the big hitters. But our lads have then come out and gone again and earned a deserved win with another really creative finish from Flo. So the big praise goes to the boys tonight. We're threadbare again. We don't do anything easy at this club. In recent weeks we've lost Aidan George, we lost Joe Cummins, now we've lost Will Smith and Scott High, who were ever presents for us really this season. So it's a real credit to the lads who've come in and been patient. They've worked hard, they've waited for their opportunity, and they've took it. Jack Jenkins phenomenal tonight. I thought Zach Emerson was very good. Luca, incredible work rate and creativity from him. And Festus Arthur deserves a lot of credit because he's been very patient, he's been desperate. He's really desperate to do well at this club, not just do well here. And I thought he showed a lot of composure tonight up against a very difficult opposition.
Yeah, you mentioned Flo Harty's goal in there, obviously first start after a long time out with injury, and produces a winner like that. Yeah,
brilliant. And Flo's another one we've missed a lot of the season so far. He's not played anywhere near as many games as he should have done, really, considering it's his second season here. So we're delighted that he's got in there and he's got his goal, and we hope that it's a platform for him to build from.
You give a shout outs to a lot of the players. You can name the whole squad really, and obviously had to make the tactical change to a back three this evening.
Yeah, listen, it's partly there's a number of reasons. Partly the opposition. We know what threat they can be on the counter-attack, especially centrally. We felt if we forced them wide and we made them go around us, we could deal with their threat much better, and I think that worked. That was a tactical element. The pitch is a real challenge, so we've got to take that into account when we're picking a team and picking a shape, especially when you're going back-to-back games on here. It's very, very difficult. And also personnel, losing real significant players, and I mean significant for us in Will Smith and Scott High. They've been phenomenal for us in every game they've played. Means that you've got to adapt and you've got to be flexible, and we're not naive and we're not proud in the sense that we believe we're wedded to one particular shape, one particular system. We're flexible and we will do what we believe we need to do to try and win the game, and thankfully with a great deal of effort from the lads, it managed to work tonight.
Yeah, great deal of work from them, and really chasing after every ball all the way through to about the 98th minute, I think it finished on.
Yeah, brilliant. And I mean, Cookie again, he didn't start tonight because he's carrying a knock, but then when he goes on, he looked fantastic. He brilliant for us. Owen Bray added energy, added work rate, and they're so committed to the cause, Luke. It's really quite humbling at times, but we've got a lot of work to do. We've not cracked it. We're not there yet. There's teams above us who we'd still like to catch. There's teams below us who will catch us if we don't work hard and continue to build. But I think we can enjoy that one tonight. I think they've earned the right.
Yeah, of course, as you mentioned earlier, back-to-back home games, and we're back down to the Shale Saturday for Yeovil Town.
Yeah, another challenge. I think that they might have had a tough result tonight, but when we played them down there, we won the game, but maybe we didn't deserve to. It was a very, very, very good performance late on from them. They dominated the second half. Really, they were excellent. So we've got to prepare really well for them. We need to rest because that pitch is a challenge. We might need to make changes to accommodate the fatigue that comes from playing on the pitch. But listen, the fans can rest assured that what they're going to get from the boys is that level of commitment every week, because they are a really good group of people.
Thank you.
Cheers, Luke.